In this video, I spit some hot fire with 5 bad habits you're still doing on your BMW E38. Let's go. Let's kick things off at the rear of the car. Number 1. For some reason, I still see some of you, and it is the most cringy thing that I can possibly witness, slamming the trunk closed like this thing just came off of the assembly line and we're back in 2001. What do you think, this car is made out of adamantium? No, it's made out of recycled plastic that has been recycled from recycled plastic. So, what you want to avoid is breaking this. When I see you closing the trunk, I want to see this. And let the trunk take care of the rest. Over 20 years of you slamming your trunk, this part here, which is made mostly of plastic, will break, and then you will not be able to close the trunk lid at all. Ask me how I know. Again, don't slam it, bring it down, let the trunk do the rest. Come on. Number 2, you are improperly opening your hood. For some reason that I still can't wrap my brain around, I see most mechanics and most owners do this without even thinking about it. After pulling the hood release inside, they proceed to grab onto the doohickey right here, and then they lift the entire hood from that. Now the hood weighs about the same as the moon, so when you do that often enough, you're gonna end up breaking this. So instead of doing that, grab your 3 favorite fingers, insert them into the grill, pull up slightly, release the locking mechanism, and go all the way up with your hands. I mean, why would you want to lift all of this with just this and 1 or 2 fingers? What are you trying to prove, bro? You want carpal tunnel? Number 3, you're sitting down wrong. You should avoid putting any excessive weight on the side bolsters of the seat. First, this side bolster will eventually break down and it'll lose its shape. But, and even more dangerous, this plastic piece will break. And when it does, you will lose your seat controls. And furthermore, if a specific connector in there breaks, you will lose this, which is your electric column control. Now I know that you have to go in and out of the car and you will always put some weight on here. But I see people sitting down on the side bolster for extended periods of time. And you should definitely avoid doing that if you're fruit, vegetable, and exercise intolerant. Remember, your ass goes here. Number 4, you're not even parking your car right. Now I will admit that this doesn't just apply to this car, but to any car that has an automatic transmission. You're driving along, you come to a stop, and then you put the car on park. Now, as long as you're on a flat surface, not a big deal. But if you're on an uphill or a downhill, as soon as you release the brake after putting the car in park, all of the weight of the car will be held in place by the transmission. You're making the transmission hold a car that weighs like, what, 12,000 pounds? I don't know, probably more than that. It's insane and I don't recommend it. That's a surefire way to get your transmission to go out quicker. And again, the transmissions on these cars, specifically the sport models, are a little bit more expensive to service and to replace if that's what is needed. So, what I want to see from now on is, you come to a full stop, but before putting your car into park, you engage the emergency brake. The emergency brake is the foot lever located on the left side of your footwell here, and it sounds like this. Once you've done that, you let go of the brake pedal. That will make the car roll a little bit forward, and then the e-brake will engage and take up the entirety of the weight of this car. After you've done that, you press on the brake again, and then put it in park. Now the transmission is just there, looking pretty, and not doing any work. Number 5, and probably my biggest pet peeve that I see people doing in this car or any other BMW for that matter is using your cup holders. Yes, you have the audacity to think that BMW engineers put cup holders in this car so you can have a drink while you drive? What do you think, this is Russia? The cup holders in a BMW are not for holding cups. No, they are a blanket of security. They're there to make you feel warm and fuzzy. They are the illusion of choice, that you have any control or say over what's going on around you. No, the car is in control. You are just along for the ride, peasant. Understand that cup holders are BMW's Achilles heel. It's the one thing that devaluates the car as soon as you drive off from the lot. You want to do 150 miles per hour for about an hour while it's raining? Done. You can do that because this car has wiper blades that are engineered for that. But the audacity, the panache, the entitlement that you think that this cup holder can hold more than 2 ounces of any liquid. Oh. With that said, thank you so much for checking out yet another video. Getting to the very end of this informative video, I hope you've learned something. I know you've learned something that you didn't know before. Be good to each other, and I'll see you on the next video.